Plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the dial? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, no trust.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 43-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Vikings nothing. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosa's on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10-10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Cook following the penalty. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Gain of 14 brings up 2nd and 1.
Dump off here complete. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
18-yard line.
back to the ground. Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. Well, the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Second and 1. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming in.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
15-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Vikings 7. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
The ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Up third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
at the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Before they're inside the 25. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Down, Atlanta.
Now a handoff looking right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Low Rosa's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Starting the third quarter with Cook. Good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give to Cook out of the gun. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They run it again with Cook. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. There's some space here. And they're in the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, now it's a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They run the option on second down.
Quickly completed to the right flat. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Complete to number 13. Brings up third down.
They're going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. hit.
17 yards, first down, Vikings. Back to throw here. That'll be complete to Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of padded coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down throw on target. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
The 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
And 4.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throw complete into the flat out left. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Gun now on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. We'll call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 11 at the 41. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
A gain of 29.
He got 29 yards that time.
Falcon first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the 10. And he'll be taken down here about the 11. Now they get the timeout.
Taken down.
It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas.
28-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make it.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to 37.
Tonight's final score, Falcons 20.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Falcons, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they are barely